Got off work early today. Just gonna relax. Plan on doing some yard work, but summer shower rolled in. That's what you're gonna hear in the background. Just a summer storm. But a summer storm brings a good opportunity to reflect and to also sharpen tools and just relax and take inventory, as it were. I got quite a few tools here to sharpen, and also a good time to have a little smoke break too. Got some of Dean's blend today. Just wrapped up in a poorly. Might be a little too wet to smoke. We'll find out. But might also hear my hummingbirds in the background too. I don't know what it is about storms that bring in hummingbirds, but that's when they feed the most. And also it helps that I just fed them yesterday with my feeders up here. There you see, there he is. I think those are ruby-throated hummingbirds. I'm not even gonna bother with that. It's time for a change. You know, I got a lot of goals and a lot of things I need to do and I want to do. I'm feeling so stuck, and I want to use this format of these documentaries, or whatever you want to call them, little videos, to hold myself accountable, and become something better, and to work towards goals and to achieve the goals that I have instead of just thinking about them, instead of just thinking, do it. You know, we have an idea in our head of the person that we want to be, the future that we want, and it's nice inside of our head, but wouldn't it be better if it was a reality? That's just kind of what I'm here pondering on this rainy day. I'm sorry if you hear my birds in the background. They're eating up a storm out there. That's what they do during little thunderstorms like this. But, I have a few ideas. Just, I'm in that transitional phase where I need to figure out who I want to become and what I want to actually do and who I want to be. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there. I know people who are in that phase. People who are like that, who are pondering, who don't know, who think that it's all over just before it begins. But I want to figure out who I want to become. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who want to figure that out too, and I'm not a guru or anything like that. You know, I only know what I know in my limited experience. I do know that everyone's looking for something, and some people find it, some people don't. I want to be one of those that does find it. It's not easy to find what you're looking for. But as stuck as I might be, I know I'm going to get out of it. I just know it. I got a few ideas, and that's what I want to also do on these two. Is I want to reflect back and see where I started from and the rut that I was in, and how I made it out, if I make it out. It's not always guaranteed. Um, so I want to make sure that I can at least, I don't know, hold myself accountable is what I'm looking for. Um, I guess if I lose track, find where I was at this point. There it is, little hummingbird. Yeah, you see something out there, sweetheart? Got my little porch dog here. She's as sweet as can be, a little porch doggy. But yeah, like I was saying, we're all searching for something. We're all searching for that thing that we want. I have a dream of my own, and I want to achieve it. And, you know, the number one thing I have found when it comes to dreams and who you want to be and what you want to do is the most powerful thing is just prayer. Prayer and having faith, seeking the Lord wherever He comes, and wherever He may be, and trying to make sure that you stay on the right path, even if you sway off. But I got a few ideas. You know, I've always had a fascination with old school tools, and this one isn't super old school. This is a Collins axe, but it's not very old. I think it's from the 80s, but still good enough iron on it. But I've brought it back and put a nice little handle on it. It's a Vogden hammer. I mean handle. I thought about selling tools like this, just like Etsy or something like that. Selling people who, it's amazing. Everyone has these old school tools in their sheds and in their garages. I see them all the time when I go to houses, and they're just sitting there doing nothing. And it's just that could be used for something. Our forefathers made tools for work, and people hold, of course, they hold sentimental value over them, but they were made to be tools. This came from my grandpa, and he had it just sitting around doing nothing. This tool is meant to be used as something. Our forefathers left good quality tools that are worth keeping and using and bringing back. They're ready to be used. Like this guy, it's a great little hatchet. It's not very sharp now, but it can get sharp. And I don't know everything about them, and I don't know the best angle to sharpen them at, and I do what I can. I do what I can the best I can, because you have to do something. I like doing little things, and this is one of those things I like doing right now. I got other ones too, or other ones too. I got this, my baby, which I say it's my baby, and you can see how dirty and rusty she is. I don't know if rusty, but my double bit axe, my True Temper double bit axe. I put this handle on myself. You can see probably gonna need a new handle soon, but unfortunately this handle is not made in the States. It's a Mexico handle. But I've had this handle on for about 2 years. It needs to be used more. This handle is going to be replaced. But these are great tools, and I just feel like people want to buy them. And that's one of my ideas is to sell tools like that, just to do something. Same thing with this one. I got this from my grandpa-in-law. This is a Collins, I believe. Collins axe head. It's a bit of a heavy axe head. It's more for wood splitting than tree chopping. But still great. And this handle's great. I like a more straight handle. I feel like it's not as comfortable, but you get a lot more power and drive. I've only been chopping for a few years, so I don't know all I can know. But I do know what I like. This is a Tennessee hickory handle. So I want to start putting on all of them. Great company. Hard to find their handles unless you buy them in bulk. It's hard to just buy single handles like this, but I mean, this guy will last a long time. And they use good quality wood. They're a great company. But I got a collection of tools and stuff, and I got projects and stuff, and there's always a time to learn and to expand your knowledge and to try new things, and also to move forward on your goals. I got goals. I got dreams that I want to make true one day. It's not easy. It's not easy. But the way I figure is you gotta try something. And I'm gonna try something. One of the ideas I have is some small woodcraft stuff. I know some of my grandpa gave me all this stuff and that, but they were never really woodworkers. Most of the stuff I've had to learn on my own. I've had to self-teach myself, and I'm not the best carpenter or woodsman or craftsman, but willing to learn, and and I have an appetite for learning, and I think that that'll go a long way. I want to try building some bird feeders, just something, you know. I want to document them here on with these videos, because like I said, I want to hold myself, I guess, accountable, but I just don't like that word. I don't know. I wanna actually start moving toward my goal. Instead of sitting and doing nothing and hoping that it'll happen, there needs to be an action towards it. Even if I try something and it blows up in my face or it fails, at least I've done something. At least there was a possibility that could have been the thing. Even if it wasn't, it was a possibility. It's better than sitting around and doing nothing. I'm going to clean up and sharpen some tools, talk a little bit. First one I'm going to do is this one right here. Get some of that water. I also want to start getting tools from like flea markets or from people who had them in their sheds. Just start talking to people and getting tools. Just doing what I can. I don't think it's a bad idea. I can try it at least. See if there's a market for it. Maybe there's not. Maybe there is. You won't know till you do it. I'm definitely happy with my life. I definitely am blessed with the people around me. I thank the Lord for that every day, and I thank the Lord for my fiance. She was truly a gift from heaven. I prayed for her for a long time. Just like I'm going to be praying for this for a long time. It's going to happen. And I hope success for all those who watch this and get a little something out of it. I don't know how much you're going to get out of it. I just know that I needed to get something out there, and maybe it'll be a fun journey to watch. There's going to be other stuff besides just sitting down talking. We definitely got a lot of stuff to clear up back there. This is one of my favorite ones. It definitely needs to be cleaned. This is, I forget they call it a Collins or something like that, but obviously a machete, but it's an authentic machete. I mean, whatever you want to call an authentic machete. It's a real deal. Like, this thing is built tough. It'll last a while. I kind of have it rigged up in this holster. Obviously the blade's exposed. Pokes out right there. Not safe at all, but it holds it in place. I need to make one. And that's one thing I want to do too. I want to start learning leather work. That's something that we can do. Make a holster. Something that I feel like would be moving towards the goals and the steps I want to be the man that I want to be. To know the things I want to know. And, right now, biggest thing is trying to figure out how to move toward sustaining my ambitions, financially, spiritually, and just knowledge-wise too. One of the big things is you define passion, a career, or something that is my field, that is something that I want to do, something that brings me happiness, but also brings me financial stability too. I think it's what everyone seeks. I think it's what everyone should find. I know I'll find it. gonna take some time. And that's what I feel like this will do right here. This will help sort of bring out the drive in me, to sort of push me forward and to want to learn stuff, you know, because it'll be cool to look back on it. But yeah, I'm gonna get sharpening all these tools here, and my my poorly went out, so it's probably too wet to smoke. We'll see. I'll sharpen all this stuff, and then I will have me an actual smoke at the end. I had to bust out the pipe. But I'm gonna get all this stuff sharpened, and then we'll just sort of reflect. Alrighty. Now let's actually enjoy some tobacco. Dogwin side figures she can't handle the heat. I am spilling most of this out. I need to not do that. Come to think of it, it is getting hot. Oh, that's because the rain's going away. The sunshine's coming back out. Good. Got a little draft. Nothing special, just I think they're called Dr. Grabo pipes, made in North Carolina. Grabo or Garbo, I forget. Put that back in there. Let's enjoy this actual smoke. Hummingbirds are still coming out. These guys eat a lot. They're making babies too. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, you know, life is right now for me a rainy day. Doesn't mean it's bad. What it means is that I can't really move forward right now because I haven't had that clear sunshine come out to where I can go out and it won't get rained on, or you know, can't really do much in the rain. Rain's time for staying inside or catching up on stuff you need to do. And that's what I kind of feel like is going on right now. Not only do I hope that I can improve, but I hope people who watch this can improve too. You know, we got a big weight on our shoulder as younger men. It's time to start securing the future and start building the next generation. And that starts with taking care of ourselves. But the sun shines out, so I guess this is a sign. I think my rainy days are coming to an end. Let's find out.